Hi, Disneylanders with special needs. This is Ashley Jones coming at you with another video. As you can see, the reason I am dressed up today is that not only do I have a brand new Disneyland video for you, but I had to get ready to go to a harvest festival in a little bit. So I'm in my Minnie Mouse outfit that I made from a few things in my house. So please no negative comments or anything about my costume. I just threw it together last minute. Anyway, today what I am going to cover with you is some questions were given to me by some of my viewers and other questions that were asked to me by friends and, people from my church and everything, asking, like, one of the questions was, with Amtrak now having a questionnaire if you don't, have COVID symptoms or anything, and why you have to now, 24 hours before your trip, you have to disclose that you have not been exposed to COVID-19 and do not disclose any symptoms or been around close contact. The reason Amtrak is now doing that is because, yes, you also still have to wear a mask when you travel on Amtrak, just like you do on airplanes, because you're in close contact with the conductor and other guests most of the time. And there's no more social distancing protocols, but some people still choose to sit really far apart from other guests, just in case. So yes, that was one of the questions that was given to me on why Amtrak is having you disclose about your health. Another question I was asked was, at Disneyland, are you still allowed to have your face mask off just outside and on the outdoor attractions? Outdoor attractions are like the Casey Jr. Circus Train, the Disneyland Railroad, the Storybook Canal Boats, Davy Crockett's Explorer Canoes, the Jungle Cruise, the Mad Tea Party, and if I'm missing anything, please correct me. Oh, and Dumbo the Flying Elephant, and the horse-drawn carriage, the fire engine, and all those other street transportation cars. On those outdoor attractions, you do not have to wear your face mask. But all the other attractions, including one that goes outside for just a few minutes, It's a Small World, you do have to wear your face mask at all times once you enter the ride. That's because even though California is doing so well and got the, best vaccination rate in the nation and the lowest COVID cases, we are still being told we have to mask up in a lot of areas. I'm really hoping pretty soon that these protocols will be gone. I don't know what's going to happen, possibly by next year, but I hope things will get better. So far, if anybody has any questions or comments or suggestions on any future videos, please comment, subscribe, share, and show to anybody that you know, including friends and family, all my my channel, show all my YouTube videos, and keep sharing away, because you have all helped me so much with all of the subscribers and the viewers that I've gotten. So thank you so much. Okay. Another question I've been asked is, are all of the shops and the restaurants still requiring you to, wear a mask in all the restaurants you have to make reservations for? Or do you just use a mobile order at the restaurants? Well, with the restaurants right now, yes, you can still use mobile order in almost every spot. Yes, you do have to wear your face mask when you're walking inside the shops and the attractions once you get inside the attraction, or just before you walk in. Like, okay, for instance, Haunted Mansion Holiday, you usually put on your mask in the little part where the outdoor hallway begins, as I call it. Start putting on your mask, because then you're in really close confinement with other guests and cast members. I also, with Pirates of the Caribbean, I put on my mask just before I get to the door and the entranceway to Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, another thing that may make people a little frustrated is that the face masks are also still required when going inside places that might be warm or really confined and stuffy. But unfortunately, we're still under some protocols, even here in California, and there's no way out of it yet. Like in other places, like not theme parks or anything, I have a lanyard that has a medical exemption on it, so I don't have to wear my mask under certain protocols outside of theme parks, because I don't have good breathing capacity through my nose. I'm also starting to think I may have a deviated septum, so I cannot really breathe through my nose well. But unfortunately, I still have to follow the rules, like at the Disneyland Resort and other theme parks, because if I don't, I would get in trouble and be asked to leave just like everybody else. So I still follow the rules what I have to, but otherwise, grocery stores and other places, I have a medical exemption that works so I don't have to. Another thing I was asked was, how easy is it for you to get your Disneyland reservations and add other guests with you? Okay, so, for me, because on December 13th through the 15th this year, I'm going to have my mom with me. So, and I still live with my mom, like I've said before. I live with both of my parents. It was easy to get her reservation to get inside the theme park and to get her 3-day park hopper ticket before the prices went up. So, I'm a Dream Key member, so I've been taking care of all this time getting reservations with no problem, because I check very far in advance to make sure I get my reservation date that I want. So, also, I'll be going on my birthday, which is January 8th. That's a Saturday. And I'm a Dream Key member, and people have been saying how impossible it is to get a weekend for them. The only thing I struggled with is the first time I tried to get my reservation for my birthday was that I almost tried to book one day before the reservation opened. So I had to shut down the website and wait till the next day, 24 hours later. But I was able to book my date for my birthday, and it was no problem. So, and just to let those know who are trying to either purchase a magic key and everything, the Dream Key is sold out for now. I don't know why that happened or how it happened, but I'm sorry to those who have been, really frustrated with the magic key system and the reservation systems. Sorry if you're hearing barking in the background. That's my dog. She's barking. Anyway, so those who are having trouble with their magic key reservations, I understand the frustration, but let's remember that not to take anger out on Disneyland's staff or anything, because it's not their fault. So the Disney company is trying to figure out what to do with all of the magic keys and to make the new system work for guests. But it's going to take time, just like everything does. I say the one frustration for me has been trying to get certain dining reservations. But a lot of places are now taking walk-ups and a waiting list, like the Blue Bayou. When I go on the app or the Disneyland website for December 14th is what I'm trying to do to get the Blue Bayou reservation. But I'm just going to have to go up to the kiosk and ask a cast member if it's possible for me and my mom to get in and at what time, how long our wait would be. So that's the struggle I'm having right now. But otherwise, everything went off flawlessly. So another thing somebody has asked me is, do you always do these trips solo? No. Like I said, on December 13th through the 15th, I will be with my mom. And on January 8th, like I said, I'll actually be with my friend Alicia that I've known since we were in high school. And then on July 4th and 5th, I'll be with 4 new friends that also have autism, high-functioning autism, just like I do. And it's going to be really cool because the 5 of us are all going to meet at Union Station in Los Angeles and take the train together. So take the Amtrak together. People ask me, why do you always take Amtrak and not Metrolink? Well, I don't think Metrolink's an option for me because not only do I live in Monrovia, which does not have any access near a Metrolink station, but I don't think it goes exactly where I would like to go. So I always take Amtrak because that's what I've been required to do all this time. Somebody also asked me why I don't just Lyft or get driven down to Disneyland constantly. One, because the gas prices all over California are ridiculous. So the Lyft costs have also gone up. Usually, depending on when you're going and how the traffic is, it could be $50 to $90 a trip. That is way too much money. I can get on Amtrak for $15 to $20, even, just by myself, or $25 or $30 if I have another person. So for that, that's amazing, because then for my tap card for the boat line, I'm only paying my disability fare. My reduced fare is $1.75 or 75 cents sometimes. So it's much more cost effective to take public transportation rather than get driven to Disneyland or take Lyft. So I just wanted to share some quick updates with you. The other thing I'll tell you real quick before I have to go is that there are some construction updates that many people with special needs or my friends and family keep asking me that might be confusing. So the construction updates that I know of so far is that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway construction is underway, and it will be till the ride is open in like 2023. Originally it was meant to open next year, but they doubt that's going to happen now because of what happened with the closures when they were closed. So stay tuned for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway coming to Toontown in 2023. The sailing ship Columbia, I could be wrong, but maybe that could still be under construction. And I have to really look up the itinerary to see what's going on with the closures. I know still for the fact that Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage has not reopened yet, and it most likely will not reopen till winter of this year, or not until early to mid 2022. So as far as I know, those are my construction news right there. Another thing that has happened for Disneyland is on Main Street USA, the photo shop, as I called it, which used to be run by Nikon, is now the Plaza Point Christmas shop, or whichever it's called. It's gonna be, I think it actually just opened. So I'm looking forward to see what's happening with all of the new offerings at the Disneyland Resort. The one thing that I think I'm not super excited about right now is this weather has been off and on kind of crazy. It gets hot one day and then the next it is freezing cold, even during the day. So when you're packing your bags to go to Disneyland, even the one you take with you inside the theme park, I always bring a backpack with all my medications, my medication lists, and all of that, because if anything happened, they would always have the information they needed to help me if something ever happened. But I've always been fine at Disneyland, but the last time I was there, getting ready to go on Haunted Mansion holiday, a young lady, for some reason, I guess either wasn't feeling good or not drinking enough water like you really need to know to stay hydrated. Whatever happened, a stretcher ended up being brought on scene and she had to go to the hospital. So I don't know what happened there, but please don't make the mistake of, accidentally getting sick unless you can avoid it. But I know some things are unavoidable, but like not keeping hydrated, that is totally 100% unavoidable. I mean, that's totally avoidable, Staying hydrated is your job. Drinking water sometimes can be a little boring, depending on if you like water or, what you need to do to remember your water intake. If you don't like plain water, you can enhance it with, Crystal Light or something, or lemonade packets. But just make sure that you get enough water during the day so that your body is fueled and ready to go. Also, don't forget to, use the restroom when you really need to before you go into a line for a ride or anything. You don't want to be standing in line and all of a sudden have to get out of line to use the restroom. That's not going to be fun, because then you have to go to the back of the line and try again. The other thing you must be careful of is if somebody was to kind of try to ruin your day by pushing in line in front of you, please don't get violent or nasty with that person. Talk to a cast member before telling that person yourself to not push in front of you. Because the last thing you want to get in trouble for is causing a scene, and possibly if they see that you're going to get violent with somebody, they could kick you out of the park. So you really don't want that. I've had a few people that have tried to cut in front of me before, and I know that is never okay, and it's super frustrating. I always consult a cast member at Disneyland or California Adventure if that ever happens. But sometimes, finally, if they are really busy, I'll just say to the person, could you please not, walk in front of me? This is my place in line, and you're going to have to wait just like everybody else, including me. I can't jump in front of anybody, and either can you. So after that's done, then I make sure to just be quiet until a cast member can work with that person and work to keep the line moving. So for now, I'm going to go, but if anybody has any other topics they would like me to cover, please let me know, and have a good day, Disneylanders with special needs. Until next time, bye.